Oh, y'all better wear shorts for those Easter fits.
But, obviously Easter can happen different times. This year it's pretty early coming into March, and then obviously it can happen into April. But it's just that time of year where, you can get kind of these, last little cold fronts that try and come through that just happen to fall right around the Easter time frame. And maybe if Easter was tomorrow, we'll be saying that because it is going to be chilly as we head into tomorrow. Behind a cold front, behind a disturbance that brought the rain this weekend, mainly last night and into this morning. Pretty much everybody picked up at least something in North Texas, but the highest totals were definitely from the DFW area to the east and to the south, where over an inch of rain fell in McKinney, Greenville, Terrell, Canton, Mineola, Athens, Corsicana, Meridian, Hillsboro, Waxahachie, Cleburne, almost reaching an inch with over 9/10 of rain there, over 4/10 in Denton to Fort Worth. Western areas kind of missing out on the heavier totals, besides Mineral Wells that found itself underneath a thunderstorm and picked up a quick 1.22 inches there. So a wet March. Continues to be wet here in North Texas. Outside right now, not a ton going on, but it's not completely quiet either. Check this out. Little showers popped up just around the McKinney area, just maybe east of McKinney proper, right along Highway 380 there. Some of this might have a hard time reaching the ground because there's a lot of dry air out there in the wake of the rain that moved through this morning, but it's not impossible to see a stray shower through the remainder of the afternoon into the evening hours. But here goes the bulk of the rain. That's what fell last night and this morning. And the look at the backside of this system. Got some snow falling in portions of the Panhandle as well, where it's 30 degrees. It's 89 in Brownsville, so it's one of those days where we got the temperature extremes across Texas. In fact, I saw Brownsville at 90 earlier this afternoon, so quite the swing in temps, but that can happen this time of year as well. For us here locally, as I mentioned, that front's moving through, so there you go. It's not impossible to see a stray shower, maybe a rumble of thunder over the next several hours, but by sunset and afterwards, no more rain in the forecast. That front keeps on moving through. It'll be a cold to chilly start tomorrow morning behind that front with clear skies. Check this out. These are lows tomorrow morning. A mixture of mid to upper 30s to low 40s, depending on where you are. Probably above freezing for everybody. I don't have freezing temperatures anywhere, but I do have a cold to chilly start tomorrow morning, and maybe, just maybe, a little patchy frost across western and northern North Texas. The winds are going to kind of keep going overnight, and when you have the breeze around, that kind of makes it a little more difficult to have frost formation. But in sheltered areas, if you're west of DFW proper, if you're in northern DFW up toward the Red River and you kind of have some sheltered plants or maybe some potted plants, things like that don't necessarily are right out in the breeze, you may want to just bring them inside for the night just to be case. But I wouldn't say it's, you have to protect everything overnight tonight, because that breeze, I think, will limit frost formation. But it's not impossible to see a little patchy frost tonight and into tomorrow morning. Well below normal tomorrow afternoon, 61 only for the high, still below normal Wednesday, but then we start to warm up. 77 Friday, and we go from 11 below normal tomorrow on Tuesday to 10 above normal by Easter Sunday with a high of 83. So, yep, that time of year, too, where we can also get these pretty big warm-ups in store. Clear, breezy, chilly tonight. 41 will be your low, and then tomorrow dry, cool with light winds. Mostly sunny skies, but it'll be a cool day behind that front with a high of only 61. We cloud up on Tuesday, and there may be a few passing showers, maybe a rumble of thunder around, but most places will be dry, 20% coverage. Opening day, evening, whatever you want to call it, with the Rangers actually for your first pitch happening in the evening. Going to be gorgeous, 71 and sunny for your opening day. Good Friday's nice, a high of 77. I've taken out rain chances for the Easter weekend, so it does look like Easter weekend will be dry but warm. 80 Saturday, 83 Sunday, then up to 87 for the first day of April. Another front moves in. We get some rain and storms potentially Tuesday and Wednesday of that week, cooling us off a little bit. And then 2 weeks from today, of course, is that total solar eclipse. 1:40 in the afternoon is when totality begins. And to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of the pattern leading up to that day. Looks like it might be breezy, looks like we might have some clouds around, and I can't rule out a little rain at this point. So obviously that's a day that we will be monitoring very, very closely as we move forward. But as of right now, looks like it might be kind of a typical spring day, which is warm, muggy, breezy, and maybe a chance for rain.